Aquarius, welcome to your hopes, fears, and reality spread. As per usual, if you want to check the description box below, it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. Here we go. Aquarius, you are currently taking stock of what it is you have, and you are prepared to defend everything that you have. So it feels very much to me like you're hoping to stand your ground. And you feel like you only have a finite amount of resources, so you have to be very protective over those resources. You're hoping to leverage every penny, so to speak. But when I talk about resources, don't get too hung up on money, because resources can be health, wealth, how you manage your time, and sometimes even who you spend your time with. So like I said, you have a finite sense of resources right now, and you're aware of that. So you're hoping to be protective over your resources. Where everything is coming in and where everything is going is something you need to know. And you fear a lack of forward movement due to missing opportunities. So you feel like there's something in the works. There's something coming around the bend, or an opportunity that you've been trying to create for yourself for quite some time. And you feel like when that opportunity becomes available, if you don't know everything you have and you can't put everything towards what you have, then it might all be for naught. So again, I want to say your hopes and your fears are just your perception. This is what's going on in your head. So you have a finite sense of resources and you're hoping to leverage them perfectly, and you fear missing an opportunity in regards to these resources if you don't have a good handle on what's happening, which is a very healthy fear if you ask me. Sometimes fear is the appropriate response. Now we're getting out of the perception here and we're getting into reality. Right here, I see fortitude and conflict. And this type of conflict is the type of conflict where nobody wins or loses, but somebody is obsessively keeping score. There is a game, I'm not going to get too into it, but there's a game called Go. It's very, very popular in Asian cultures. I think it originated in China, in which you place these colored marbles on a board, and there are certain, just like when you play chess, some people are aggressive in chess, some people are passive in chess, and things like that. Some people are counterattackers. In this game of Go, one of the personalities, or one of the ways of winning or strategies, is the obsessive scorekeeper, the person who focuses more on the points than anything else on the board. And they tend not to be heavy risk takers, but they're constantly making teeny tiny moves. Does that make sense? I guess if you've never heard of it before, it's hard to describe. So what I'm getting in the reality here is that you have the strength and the determination, because this card here of strength is more about fortitude than anything else. She didn't wrestle this lion to the ground. She worked with the lion and got the lion to do her bidding. And what has more power in your corner, a dead lion on the ground or a lion that's willing to do your bidding? So this is, and pairing it with this Five of Swords, it's taking that chaos and making some sort of order out of it by keeping score of the tid for tat, the tid for tat, the tid for tat. Maybe nobody's ever really ahead, but you always know where you stand. So in your reality, you draw your strength from maybe not always having the upper hand, but from always knowing what you have. So when you go back into your hopes and you see this finite sense of resources, and knowing everything that you have, and waiting for an opportunity to come up and knowing what you're willing to risk when that opportunity comes, knowing what you can put in and knowing what you can't, is kind of how you're going to create your reality. So what I see here, Aquarius, is I see both your hopes and your fears working together to create your reality. This is the basics of manifestation, if you subscribe to manifestation. Yep. Right now, you might feel stuck at an ending or like you can't really move anywhere, like you're pinned to the ceiling and all you have to work with is your ideas, but there's nothing actually tangible. However, right around the corner, there is the potential for new growth and legacy. So this is the tens. This is the completion of those resources. So let's talk about the potential for new growth really quick, because the Ace of Wands, it's high potential, it's low resolution. Something still needs to be processed through a framework in order for you to come out the other end and get and leverage those resources to make them grow. So again, I want to say, you're that obsessive point counter right now. You're constantly taking tabs on what you have and waiting for the opportunity for you to take as much as you can and put it where it needs to go to grow. It seems to me, Aquarius, like you're in a really good headspace. If this has to do with finance, I'm in no position to guide anybody on finances, but if this has to do with finance and you're not sure how finances work, I would suggest finding an outlet to research finance, research loans, research APR rates, look at investment rates. I mean, if you're looking to invest your money, see where everything is right now, because I do know the market is a little bit rocky. But if this all has to do with finance, it would be in your best interest to stop watching tarot and start researching finance, because this tells me your head is in the right space to make something happen. Now you need the knowledge to back it up so you can grasp this opportunity that you're in fear of missing. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next time.